What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the All Drink to That podcast, where we get to know streamers and content creators over two things we have in common: video games and a nice cold drink. Today's guest we have today, he's kind of a jack of all trades. He's a Twitch affiliate and he's a YouTube partner. You know, he plays some 2K, which is, you know, that's my stomping grounds. So I'm excited to get to pick his brain a little bit about that. That's going to be Malctv. Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody. While you do that, I'm going to go ahead and chug my beer.
Yeah, appreciate you for having me on. I'm, as he said, Malctv, and I kind of try to do it all. I'm primarily a streamer, but I like to think of myself as a content creator because I want to, like, I'm into TikTok, YouTube, Instagram Reels, whatever it is. I like to just dab into everything, and I'm mainly 2K in the 2K community. I would like to become a more variety type streamer to where I can just turn the stream and people are there to watch that stream or watch that content based on me as my personality, not just because of the game I'm playing. But that's about it.
That's the dream right there. Once you get started like that, where people just come because of you, that's when you get a real loyal fan base. That's the goal, right? That's always the goal. So you come recommended. Twillum, that's somebody I've known for a while. Me and him go back at least a year. I can't remember exactly how long, but we've been talking for a while. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with him.
So I met Twillum in, what was it, 2K19? And so 2K19, I wasn't really into streaming or nothing like that. I would just get on the game, get on 2K, play with my real friends or whatever. And every now and then we meet somebody from the game. And I mean, people say randoms, but like, I mean, it's a random person you're meeting, but Twillum, he was good at the game. We didn't know him. It was me and my RLs, and we were just looking up for other people to run with. We picked him up, and he's a basketball mind. Like, this dude, I mean, the game itself he's good at, but just his basketball mind, he knows what he's doing. He knows the game.
He hooped. So
yeah. So like, we already like made that connection there, just because we both have a background of liking the sport of basketball, playing basketball, and then also being good at the game. And we just, ever since 2K19, and this is what we on 2K22 right now, so a few years plus that I've known him, and good dude. Just, I've almost met up with him in person, and some things came up we weren't able to meet.
Shit, this corona.
Facts. But real good, genuine dude, real good people, everything.
So that's one thing I miss about playing 2K, honestly. I haven't played 2K consistently since, I'd say 2K20. Is like you said, if you beat a random, so if you shoot up that message, like, damn, you nice with it. You can legit build a bond with that random. Cause me and my boy used to run threes, and it'd be the two of us, and we'd always end up with the random. I can't tell you how many we met that were like actually cool ass dudes. And I don't play Call of Duty as much, but I don't get that from Call of Duty. You know, you don't get positive messages on Call of Duty like you get on 2K.
Right. You get some negative ones on 2K too, but Call of Duty is a different animal. I sure it is.
But like you said though, on 2K though, it's like, if you play with randoms and you're doing your shit and they're doing their shit, it's almost guaranteed you're gonna get a message at the end with some good shit.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's because, like, I feel like 2K, because it's a more of a basketball game, and it's like a something you can do it in real life. Like, we experienced it. Like, a lot of us haven't been in the military or been out to, like, so like when you meet somebody in 2K that's actually good at the game and know what they're talking about, you kind of get like more of a connection there, I feel
and you appreciate that shit, because then for every random like that, there's like 5 that are just terrible.
Facts.
All right, so before we get into the other questions, I always ask this at the beginning of the podcast, but you have until the very end to answer it. So you got some time to think about this one. So what's a piece of advice that someone's given you as far as your content creation that really stuck with you? And if a new streamer, you know, dropped in your DMs on Twitter asking for advice, what would your advice be to them? So like I said, you get to answer that at the very end, so you do get some time to think on that one.
Okay, that's a good question.
Yeah, you know, it's a tough one, so you get some time to think about it.
Yeah.
So, you said you met Twillum before you started streaming. So, what was your entry to streaming like? What made you finally make that jump? How were things when you first started compared to now? Stuff like that.
So, getting into streaming, I would say So I went to college in 2015. It was my first year of college, and that's when I really got into Twitch. I really found out about Twitch and got into it, like the Twitch community, and found out what streaming was. So I was always on YouTube watching Chris Smooth, watching all different kind of YouTubers, Pretty Boy Fredo and stuff like that. But I never really got into Twitch, and then it was until 2015, and I was watching streams, and I felt like I was good enough at the game, and I had a good enough personality to like connect with people to be able to do something like that. And I enjoyed playing the game. Like I played the game like all my free time. I was on the game. It kept me out of trouble, kept me from doing other things. So I feel like I spent a lot of time doing it. I was good at it, and I seen other people doing it, so it made me think that I could do it. So that was around like 2015, and I tried to start streaming, but I was in college in the dorms. The internet wasn't that good, so
yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, so like streaming was like, I remember one stream, and it was a dude I think I got on my PlayStation messages, and I messaged him about a few months ago, and I let him know that I'm still streaming. But this was in 2015 in my college dorm. I was streaming and I was just lagging. I was like, dang, I can't do this. I'm about to get off. And this dude was like, nah, just stay on, like play my career. So I got on and I got into my career game.
True shit.
And I wouldn't lag, because you don't lag in my career game.
Yeah.
It's not taking no internet. So I literally just got into my career game and played my career, and he sat in there and watched me and everything. And that's really how I got into it. And
yeah,
like
that's
really
a real one right there, though. That really is.
Facts.
Because my career could be boring as hell to watch unless your name's Chris Smooth.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like when you meet people like that'll watch you play my career, because they mess with you for you. That's the kind of people you want to have around you when you getting into streaming or content creating, because that's what's gonna carry you, your core group. But so that's how I started, and I couldn't really stream, so I just stopped doing it. Whatever. I went through college, finished college, and then I moved out, and I moved on to my own. So now I can get the best Wi-Fi I can get.
You get that extended the gig package. You're not playing no games.
Nah, right. And then I can get all the equipment I need. Like I'm working now. Like I can do it the right way. So this was end of 2019 going into the COVID 2020. So I started streaming end of 19, and then COVID hit. We went on lockdown. So once we went on lockdown, it was just like
nothing but time.
Like I got nothing but time. Like this is what I've been wanting to do. Like I always see myself as a streamer, content creator. So I just went into it, and then I just been consistent since then.
And I always tell people that pandemic, when that shit hit, one, it gave you the two things you really need. It's gonna sound terrible to say, but it gave you nothing but time, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it's YouTube, Twitch, whatever you want to do, it gave you time. You know, there was a lot of times where you're taking time off work, whether someone you worked with got it, you got to take 2 weeks off work. Some people weren't working, period, getting like extended unemployment. But two, those stimulus checks.
Yeah, right.
But I can't, like, honestly, like I said, it's gonna sound bad, but I pay all my bills working, right? I worked through the entire pandemic. I used to work at Taco Bell as a general manager. Now I work pest control. So both are considered essential. I worked through the whole pandemic, paid my bills,
right?
But when those stimulus checks came in, that was all my Twitch equipment, my equipment.
Dude, I bought my PC with my stimulus check. Like, if it wasn't for a stimulus check, I wouldn't have a PC. So, the stimulus check, we need another run of those.
Facts.
Just because.
So, compared to when you first started, I always compare it to a new job. You're nervous. You don't know what to expect. People who, average 10 viewers, those kind of people look like they're doing something crazy compared to now. How have things changed the way you see streaming?
I don't want to put this wrong. I don't want to say it's simple, because it's still you got to put work into it, and like it's you got to go about it a certain way. But I would say it's more simple to me. Like going into it, I was overthinking things and like trying to overthink how I was gonna plan out a stream or like do this or do that. But it's simple as like if you're, some people gotta work harder than others, but if you're a streamer, then you're a streamer. If you're content creating, you're a content creator. All you gotta do is turn on that go live button and then be yourself. Whether you're playing a game, whether it's just chatting or whatever kind of content you're producing, you just be yourself, and it's just that simple. And if it's for you, it's for you, and if it's not, then kind of try to maybe read some books, learn from other streamers. Just take as much in as you can from other people that inspire you, and then become what you want to become. But it's just that simple.
That's facts. Like for me, like I said, I've been doing YouTube videos for a long time, right? Twitch, that's what kind of it killed me with Twitch. I overthought it. I get nervous every time I would stream for the first year. But YouTube, I could press that record button and you wouldn't even know this. You think I'd be doing this shit my entire life.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Just keep doing it till it becomes second nature.
Exactly.
And once you press live, you don't even sweat. You just like the same shit, different day.
Yep. And then once you build that little core group, it makes it that much easier, because it's like your boys are in there. Whether it's a male or female, like those are your people. So you're more comfortable as you grow. You know, like it's not just you in there with one viewer and everybody comes in as a new person.
Yeah. Once you start seeing those same names, then that's like your safety blanket right there.
Right. Yeah. You got backup now.
All right, so as soon as you hopped in this call, I see that background. And I was like, oh yeah, homie got some shit working on. So what would you say is your favorite piece of equipment you got? And if there's like a reasoning behind it, tell us that. And what's going to be your next upgrade when you eventually get there?
I would say my two. Can I say two favorites?
Go ahead.
I would say my two favorites is my microphone and my camera.
And which mic you got?
I have a Shure SM7B.
Oh, you got the good shit.
Yeah. So I say that because I did dude, if you could see my YouTube history, it's just straight content creating, best audio, best cameras, best how to record a video, all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get the best that I could, and a lot of people come in my streams and they're like, dang, this is like a professional stream, how you not they think I'm a big streamer or something like that, because I got all this equipment. So I feel like I tell people I present myself like I have 100,000 people in here.
And that's what my brother taught me this. He's been telling me this. My older brother's been telling me this as long as I can remember. Fake it till you make it. If you act like you're a big streamer, if you present yourself like you're a big streamer, when people come in, they're not gonna know no difference.
Yeah, and then it catches that attention. It sets you apart. And of course, you can't just go get a nice camera, nice microphone. You still gotta be a good person, entertain or whatever it is that you do. But it just gives you that little advantage, because especially after COVID, streaming is everybody's
a lot of
dream.
People doing it.
Yeah, everybody wants to be a streamer. Everybody wants to be a YouTuber. So whatever you can do to make yourself stand out, I say do it.
And then which camera are you rocking with?
I have a Sony a6000. It's I wanted to get a little better one, but I'm not I don't want to just blow all my money on streaming equipment. I gotta be smart with it, because when I was buying stuff, I was like, this is what I always wanted. This is what I'm gonna get. I don't care. But I got a Sony a6000, and I got this one. I didn't buy it brand new. I bought it used off of eBay, so it saved me some money. And then the lens I have with it, it's a Sigma 30mm lens. And that's I tell people all the time that are getting into cameras that
the lens is the important part.
Yeah. The lens is what makes it pop. So it's you can get a cheaper camera, a used camera or something like that, but you gotta get you a brand new lens, because it's gonna really set the camera off.
So quick word of advice for anybody who's watching this, looking to buy a camera: don't make the same mistake I made. Buy a mirrorless camera. Do not buy a DSLR camera. Because I bought a Canon Rebel TI8, and quality amazing. Hooked it up to the cam link, shuts off every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I guess in DSLR cameras, there's some automatic setting where no matter what you do, it's gonna cut off every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I sold that shit, bought myself down, got on face cam, and called it a day. I was like, I'm not dealing with this shit.
No, and the Elgato's making a lot of good equipment for any new streamers, any new content creators. Elgato is definitely making. I just got a new Elgato key light for Christmas, so a lot of good things coming out.
I always tell everybody I'm the Elgato connoisseur, bro. I got a key light here, a key light here. I got the capture card, the Elgato capture card. I got the Elgato wave mic right here. Got the Elgato face cam right here. I got the whatchamacallit, the shit. What's the capture card for cameras? The Cam Link. I got that shit in the back. Everything. I got everything Elgato except for the mic arm. That's the only thing I'm missing right now.
Yeah, they need to send out some endorsements or something.
Shit, I wouldn't turn it down. I would not turn it down.
Just saying.
So, let me get a drink. Speaking of sponsors, so what would you consider your dream sponsorship? If they sent you an email, you would take it in a heartbeat, no questions asked, and you'd love every second of it.
Probably, I mean, that's a tough one. I would say probably Elgato. Like, I feel like they got everything to either Elgato or a PC company, like NZXT.
Elgato's always been my go-to because as far as content creation, as of right now, I'm not making much money off of it, right? But if I did ever expand on my content creation, no matter what I did outside of it, I'd always be a content creator, right? Yeah. Like, you got a lot of people like Ninja. He's getting sponsorships from Adidas. He's kind of working his way away from. He still streams, but he's not just a streamer anymore. I feel like
he's a public figure.
Exactly. I feel like at the heart of it, I'm always gonna be a content creator. So Elgato would be the move for me.
Yeah. Nah, I love all Elgato stuff. I be on their website getting excited.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I go to Best Buy because my local Best Buy has an Elgato aisle. And my thing is, I hate ordering stuff online. Even with Amazon Prime, when it comes next day, I hate it. When I buy it, I need to have it in my hand. So I go in like once a week, damn near. Like, if they got the Elgato arm here, I'm buying it today. They never had it, but that's how I got stuck with the face cam. That's how I got stuck with the wave. Just walking into Best Buy, like, I'm buying something today. I'm getting something Elgato.
You got a good Best Buy. They got everything stocked up.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is my Best Buy. I grew up in a pretty small city, right? Palmdale, California. Most people, it's like an hour away from LA. Most people have no clue where it is, and I've only known this one Best Buy, so I assume small city, our stores probably suck, right? Recently, I started working in Santa Clarita. I took my boy to his travel ball in San Diego. I've seen a couple more Best Buys, and their Best Buys are trash.
Yeah,
like I didn't realize I was so damn spoiled my whole life.
Right.
Like, not only like understocked, but they're small. They look like warehouses. My shit's like well lit. It looks like you're like in a tech store. Like,
right.
And I was like, that's crazy. I didn't know Best Buys are really out here looking like dungeons. Like,
we kind of got some good ones over here in my area, but you say what's that one text? I can't think. I'll think of it later.
There's Fry's. Is that what you're thinking of?
Not Fry's. There's one in Dallas. I'll think of it. But it's a huge text, like PCs, Elgato, Blue Yeti, everything is in there. It's crazy. It's like a PC mall.
Oh shit! I'm gonna need that because if they make that out here, then yeah, like I said, I go to Best Buy just for fun.
Micro Center.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Micro Center, yeah. Yeah,
we don't got it around me, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Dude, I went in there and I was just like, I couldn't even. It was just, my mind was just blown. Like I couldn't even take it all in.
And then speaking of Blue Yeti, let me just throw this out there: Blue Yetis are trash. Let me just say that. If you're thinking about getting the USB microphone, just go with that Wave. if you're not gonna go XLR and you go the USB, just go with the Wave. It's significantly better, I promise.
Yeah, it gives you more control and everything.
Because I use the Yeti for years, and it's just the quality. Looking back at my older videos, it just sounds so bad.
No, it really, and it's crazy you say that, because I did that the other day. I went and looked at some old videos I posted with the Yeti, and it sounds completely different.
And that's always fun, looking at your old videos.
No, it's crazy just to like, and when I tell you like, it becomes more simple. You can see how like you can see yourself grow as you make more videos and stream more and make more content. Remind
me after this to send you a link to this video, right?
Okay.
I posted a video. It almost had like, I don't remember the exact amount, but upwards of 50,000 views, less than 100,000.
Okay.
A lot of views, right? Because literally, I want to say it was 2K16, maybe 17, and it was when they first started introducing getting endorsements with shoe companies.
Right.
And I got the Nike endorsement. It was like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And they said when you got to tier 1 or tier 2, you got all the shoes for free. Mm-hmm. And I was looking around like I could not find out how to get these shoes. I was like, I went to the Foot Locker. All the shoes are still, they're not free. And I went to my inventory. They still weren't free. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then eventually I figured it out. Don't remember exactly what I figured out, but I figured it out. And I was like, you know what? Shit. If I'm thinking this, there has to be other people thinking the same thing. Because I looked on Google, YouTube, Yahoo, couldn't find shit. And I posted it, and that shit blew the fuck up. But I wish I knew what I know now about how to properly, what's the word for it? Not monetize. Properly advertise yourself on your videos.
Right, yeah.
Because I could
promote your other platforms.
Promote yourself, yeah. Because but looking back, the quality of that video was so bad. Both like the video quality, the microphone quality, it was terrible.
Hey, but if you look back at a lot of even like bigger content creators, a lot of their videos were kind of like dang, like did we really like watching that kind of content? Like it was just kind of just thrown together and uploaded. I feel like that's how a lot of content was back then.
Yeah, for me it was before OBS. I didn't know how to adjust my video settings. It was all through Elgato software.
Right.
So I didn't know how to adjust my settings to make the video look better. I didn't know anything about microphone filters. It was just all fucking bad.
Raw and uncut.
Yeah, raw and uncut. I barely know how to edit. Yeah, if you want to go there, right. I really couldn't even edit shit. All right, so back to endorsements a little bit. Let's get back to that subject. So a company slides in your email tomorrow. That Gaming Dad Energy, right? Supposed to be the next G Fuel competitor. We're really out here, big moves. They tell you like, hey, I want you to be the partnership manager, giving you a trial run. Pick 3 people to give codes to, endorsement codes, to help grow the company. Who are going to be the 3 people you pick?
So off rip, I know my guy Twillum. I know I got to send him a code. I would say there's another guy. He doesn't stream as much anymore, but I was in a 2K group with him. His name is Michi. I would send him a code.
Why does that sound familiar? Was it a Facebook group?
Nah, it was like a 2K kind of like clan. Like it wasn't like we wanted to go like more into org, but we called ourselves a 2K clan. But it was a bunch of older guys. And we picked up some younger guys, but like they started it was like the youngest person that started it was 23.
Oh, okay.
In the group. So it was a bunch of older guys, and we started it, and we were doing well. It was just some things went on, and we ended. But yeah, Twillum, Michi, and probably my girl. I know my girl definitely gonna go crazy with the codes.
Your girl streams too?
Well, she doesn't, but I know that she will support anything that I do. So just in that sense of it, I know that she would want to.
And some people even if they don't like stream or create content, some people just have that drive. Like I always tell my girl, she got her license to do eyelashes, right? So I told her, I was like, look, I don't know shit about eyelashes, but when you want to take this shit serious, let me know. I'll create you a logo. I'll create you an Instagram page. I'll get this shit popping. I'll advertise your shit. Let's get it. Whenever you're ready, let me know. Like, let's get it popping. And like when you got someone like that, like you said with your girl, like it's easy. It's the first thought.
Yeah, because that's somebody you know is gonna look out for you, you know.
So, back to I'm all over the place a little bit. Back to streaming a little bit.
Fine.
So, off the top of your head, what would be your favorite stream that you've ever had? Now, that could be based on anything, based on your view count, based on your chat activity, based on just you having fun, whatever you want to call it. Like, what was your favorite stream you've ever had?
I would say probably, so this is in 2020. Is my birthday is April 4th. This is my birthday stream. So of course, like a lot of people came in and showed love, and I believe I streamed like 16 hours. But I streamed like 16 hours. People came in like throughout the stream. I think I averaged the most, other than like being rated, it was the most I averaged by myself. I think I averaged probably like 60 in a stream. Got new follows, new subs. Everybody was showing love, and then earlier that week I had got a big raid from a big guy in the 2K community. I don't know if you know Chico Filo.
Oh yeah.
He rated me, so like that kind of like started my week off, and then like I don't know, and then it just made this next stream that much better. It was my birthday, and then everybody was showing love. Had a high viewership, and it was a long stream. Like I didn't get like I don't know if you ever had a long stream where you just feel like you kind of get tired.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, like you feel like you getting tired, but then like I don't know, I didn't get tired at all. I just like had energy the whole time. It was one of my funnest streams that I've had since I started streaming.
Yeah, that honestly, if you could keep it going for 16 hours, I've always told myself eventually I want to cut a 12-hour or 24-hour stream. But shit, just the way my life's set up, got kids. I work Monday through Friday, every other Saturday. Yeah, the way, like I said, the way my life's set up is I'd have to really plan around it. Like,
I've had 2 24-hour streams, and one, I believe we were like on a break or something like that. And then the other, I did it during the weekend. Like I planned it out for the weekend. I told my girl what I was doing and everything, and she was like, "Okay, we straight, we good." And I've had 2 24, and I'll never do another one again.
The only way I think I'll ever be able to do it, it would have to be a weekend where I don't work on Saturday. I'd have to get off Friday. I get home around 5 p.m. ish. I'd have to have like my kids are normally in bed around 8, so I'd have to have my kids in bed, start streaming at 8, and then have my girl make plans the next day. I think that's the only way that would happen. But then that's a stretch. Like,
it's crazy. Like I don't know how.
So
you definitely had the plan for it, but you gotta have the energy for it too.
That's another thing I'm lacking. So I don't even know if I'd make it 24 hours, to be honest. I'm old, bro. Like, shit blows my mind. Like, I used to stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning. Now by 9 o'clock, I'm done.
Right, I feel it.
And I feel bad for my homeboys because we used to plan to start playing at 10. Kids are in bed. Let's get it. Then by 9:30, I'm like, I don't think this is happening tonight. Y'all have fun though.
Right.
So let's get into some of the good shit. Let's get into some 2K, right?
Okay.
So this is my first question. This is just a curiosity question. Recently, I started streaming. Oh, your camera went out.
Oh, my camera went out?
Yeah. It said due to slow internet connection, video still. Oh no, you're solid. So the video's still being recorded. This is not showing me.
Okay.
All right. So recently I've been streaming PS2 games, right? I downloaded the emulator on my computer, and I went to find as many PS2 games as I remember. Now, let me ask you: do you remember? It was just called ESPN Basketball. It was 2K, but it was just called ESPN Basketball. It had Allen Iverson on the cover, and it's one of my favorite basketball games of all time.
No, yeah, I remember. I didn't play it, but I remember the. Yeah, I remember ESPN Basketball.
So the reason I say it because it had a story mode, which is one of the first basketball games with a story mode, and you would travel city to city, and you would play like different mini games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you play horse, 2-on-2, 1-on-1 at different maps, and that was all new to like basketball games. Before that, it was you just play franchise. Like it was kind of like a park, but solo, without multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to play that again. I downloaded it. I haven't got around to playing it yet, but I just wanted to see if you had played that one or not.
I haven't, but when do you stream that? Because I need to see that.
I stream every like Monday and Wednesday normally, but I get on pretty late, around 8 p.m. So depending on what time zone you're on, it'll be a little bit later. But like I said, I've been trying to get as many streams in as possible. So when I decide to get to that one, I'll shoot you a message. Because
I gotta see that.
Yeah, it was a good ass game. Because so far I've been kind of doing the series. I've been calling it, is this game as good as I remember it?
Okay, I like that.
And so far, every game has been like, you know, the PlayStation 2 was the greatest console of all time, and I'll die on that hill. Like shit switched up. Like it's just not the same no more.
Yeah.
Like back then, it was based on the story. You were only playing by yourself. Now it's just all the companies are putting everything into the multiplayer. All their eggs into the multiplayer.
I tell people all the time, we used to have more fun playing games that didn't have no updates than we do having playing games now that update every day and all this
you have to download
currency.
the shit when you got it. You just pop the disc in and go.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna throw some names out there. I'm telling you, it's gonna put a smile on your face. Def Jam Vendetta.
Yeah.
The one I did recently, Tony Hawk Underground.
Yep.
And then I downloaded the ESPN Basketball 2K5 football.
I didn't play that, but I played 2K. Which one was it with Ben Wallace? I'm thinking about 2K basketball.
Yeah, that was 2K5 too. 2K5 basketball.
Okay, yeah. I played that one. I didn't play the football, but I played the basketball.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I just went down this whole list of shit, and I was like, man, like just thinking of these games, especially Def Jam Vendetta. I can't wait to do that one too.
And that's gonna be crazy.
And then I don't know if you ever played Bully. That was a good ass game.
Yeah.
And I was just going down this whole list like, oh, I can't wait to do this shit.
It's just crazy to think of like all the good games we had, and it wasn't even, I don't know, just like I don't know. I don't feel like gaming is ruined now, but there's nothing like how gaming was. I feel like I don't know.
In a sense, now everything is more competitive, which is good. Like, don't get me wrong. But like growing up, everything I played was for fun, except Madden. I played Madden very competitively. I played all the local tournaments. I played on Virgin Gaming, which is like there was a website you play for money. I played Madden very competitively. I didn't have fun playing Madden. It was just business.
Right.
But everything besides that was fun. I played games for fun. Now there's not really a game I feel like I could really hop on and just play for fun. It's not
at all.
At all. And everybody transitions to being competitive, which is cool. But I'm just trying to chill, bro. Like,
yeah, like there's no like I don't know. There's no enjoyment in it no more. And I tell people that all the time when I'm playing 2K because right now 2K is in kind of a bad state. And people just don't like like when I stream it, they're like, "Why are you still playing this? How do you play this?" And I tell them like, I stream more to stream, like for y'all, like to talk with y'all, hang out with y'all more than I am playing the game. The game is just something in the background.
So okay, let's get into that because you said it right. So let's start from where 2K really started the downward spiral. 2K18, right?
Yeah.
Was a terrible game. I honestly can't even tell you why it was terrible because I didn't play it. I played 2K16, played 2K17, and then I bought 2K18, and then I played it for a week. Hated it so much to the point where my boy, who I play 2K with every single year, I just told him, you're gonna have to do this one without me, dog. I don't like it. I'm not having fun. So from there, 2K19 kind of recovered. I enjoyed 2K19. I enjoyed 2K20. And then 21, I don't think it was necessarily that the game wasn't good. I always tell people where it fucked up was it split, right?
Yeah.
It started current gen, and then next gen came out in the middle of the game, and it just split up everybody. And that's what ruined it for me. But, so what do you think 2K could do to fix this? Because right now, almost everything you hear is negative about 2K.
I believe that 2K, like, so for one, they need to have one game.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be current. If you like, I mean, I know, like, so, and people try to compare it to, I think 2K14 and 15, whenever the PS4s and Xbox Ones came out. But those were in stores more than the PS5s and the Xbox Series are in stores right now.
Also, I would say that the difference between the two was a lot more drastic. When they switched from PS3 to PS4, there was a lot bigger of a change. You guys, I think they could easily run the PS5 version of 2K on PS4 and just level the graphics down a little bit.
Right? Yeah. No. Exactly. And I think they need to have it all on one game. And some people may say that they can't get a console, but I don't believe that, because I've gotten a console. I've gotten some for a couple of friends. I think if you try to get one, you could get one. It just like it's going to be a little bit harder than just walking into the store and getting one.
And I think a lot of people like demoralize themselves too because of how hard it was at the beginning. But like you said, my brother-in-law is not a big time gamer at all. He heard they were going to be on Walmart, like on the website. He's like, oh, let me just hop on to see if they're there, and they were. He didn't have to like wait on the app and refresh it over and over again. He just hopped on when they said it was going to be there. And he got it. So
yeah. So like by 2K23, and we're saying that right now, and 2K23 doesn't come out till September. So the game's not even like, they're probably creating it right now, but the game's still not even out. So there's still time to get the new consoles. So if you don't have a next gen console by then it's just like you gotta stay on the old gen and play whatever you want. But they should just make one game and then not try to do too much and stop being so money hungry.
Yep, and that's what with Park in my career. Like, I don't necessarily agree about them being so money hungry. Don't get me wrong; it is expensive as fuck to make a build compared to what it used to be. And they do adjust the game so much that you do kind of got to make multiple builds.
Yeah,
but compared to the My Team game mode, that shit right there. You can't play My Team without either spending over like 20 hours a week playing it or spending $100 a week. And that's just
right.
So yeah, they definitely need to get away from being so money hungry. But at the end of the day, they're not going to, because people are still going to pay it.
Yeah, no, and I agree with that. It's just like 2K's going to make their money no matter what. Like, they've been making their money. Like,
they make their money just off sales. Like,
exactly. And then, and not even off of NBA. They have a WWE game. Like, they have other games, and the company that's above 2K, like, they have other companies underneath them, like subsidiaries. Like, it's not just NBA 2K, and that's how they make their money. So there's other ways they make that revenue, but like, it shouldn't be 500,000 VC to level up my player.
At this point,
to even
I didn't realize how bad it was until I think it might have been this year. I didn't level my guy all the way up because I bought the game. I was like, okay, let's see like what it costs to level my guy up. it was over. You buy the $50 bundle, and that still wasn't enough to level them up.
Yeah.
Because in the past, it was like, it wasn't even that much to level them up. But then in the last few years, you buy the 50 bundle, you're good, right? You buy the 50, you can level your guy up. I even like Christmas, I got $50 PSN gift cards. I was like, cool, I get to make a new build. Like,
yeah.
But now,
right.
once I saw it was even more than that, I was like, I'm cool. I'm cool off 2K.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, because in my sense, like, I know they think of it as from a business side, but I'm an accounting major, so I think of things from the business side too. So if I'm not saying make the game cheaper, but stop taxing so much, and people will play your game for longer and more time, and you'll make more money than you're making by charging this much to create a build, because someone makes one build and then they're not playing the game because it's a bad game. So just make a good game, and people are going to play your game throughout the year.
Because they make money off advertisements too.
Yeah.
So if they make a game where people, like, say they cut the shit down to $25 for a build, right? They're still making money, and to us that's a win, right?
Yeah.
Can't speak for everybody, but $25 to me, that's expendable. I could do that. Right. And then they're still gonna adjust the game to where I gotta make another build in a month. And I could drop the $25 to make another build. So they're still going to make that.
Be more comfortable, yeah.
But I'll be damned if I spend $75 every time I got to make a new build. I'll be damned. I'm not going to do it, bro. Like,
shit is crazy. It don't make sense to me.
But yeah, so 2K, get this shit together, bro. My team, I don't care what you do over there. I don't fuck with my team. But if you switch it around a little bit for 2K, what was 2K23, you'll have another customer in me, bro. And if I see, that's the thing. This year started off, there was a lot of people like really enjoying it.
Right? Yeah. No, this was the release of 2K22. Even though the games were split, this was a really good game. On like within the first couple of weeks, then they just start changing the. As you said, they changed the shit because they just be bored sitting in their offices and want to just change shit.
If I'm keeping the build, the only reason I didn't really play this year was because the job I work at now, it's like it's a more tiring job, right? I work 6:30 in the morning till about 5 in the afternoon, well, including the commute. That's not all clocked in. A good amount of it's driving. But I get home, I can't really get on the game, until I get the kids situated in bed. On a good day, we'll say 8:30. So when I was working at Taco Bell, I could hop on at 8:30, grind my dude out for 3 hours, and wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning the next day and be good. I can't do that shit no more.
Yeah.
So I didn't have time to grind my build. And I wasn't going to take him to the park and, be trash. So I was like, you know what, 2K is just not for me this year. Like, it is what it is.
And then the crazy thing is, they make it so hard to grind your player, and it costs so much. But then, like, if you use somebody, like, say I paid you to grind my player, then that's against the terms of services. Like, I'm violating terms of services now because I'm paying you, but I don't have as much time as I need to do this because the 2K made the game this hard to do.
And once again, so I'll be damned if I spend all my time on the game grinding my build. I'm not going to spend that's not what I want to spend my time on.
Exactly. It don't make sense to me. I don't know.
And 2K is just so ass backwards as a company, but because it's the only basketball game, well, I don't know what the fuck Live's doing, but it's the only big basketball game. Like, we don't got a choice. If you like basketball, that's what you got to play.
Yeah, it's a monopoly.
Yep. Hopefully Live sounds bullshit, because I used to be a Live guy.
Oh yeah. I didn't play 2K till like 2K10.
That's what I was gonna say. 2K10 was the first time. 2K10 had who was on the cover? KG was on 2K8, right?
I believe so. I think Kobe was on 2K10.
So yeah, 2K10 was the first year where 2K really like took over that shit.
Yeah, all before that I was straight Live. Like, I played Live. I think the only 2K I played was 2K1 with Ben Wallace on there, and that was
even
like, that
2K8
was
2K. cool, but it wasn't fucking with Live.
Nah, facts.
All right, so all the 2K heads, tap in. Tell us what you feel about 2K right now. But we're gonna get away from 2K. My nerves get aggravated. So I'm excited to hear your answer to this, because we come from a similar background as far as like content. Tell me some of your inspirations that really you saw them doing it, and you were like, damn, I want to do that.
So I would really, because I've been, ever since I've been in game, not even like gaming, but like the game community, to where like I'm into YouTube and like Twitch and stuff like that. I would say Chris Smooth, because I remember days where I was playing 2K and I'll be playing my career, and this was like all before like 2K15, so there was no my park and nothing like that. We just all just played franchise, or we played my player or whatever. And I would just sit there playing my career, watching Chris Smooth on my phone, just sitting up on a little thing. So that really inspired me, just because the way he, even back then, the way he had his YouTube video set up, he'll have like, he'd be in 2K going to a meeting, and then he'll be like at the club in GTA, but he'll like have it all together like one story.
Creative, like
yeah, like he was real creative with how he was doing it, and that was way back then. So I would say definitely Chris Smooth, and then probably some of the more modern day people that people would like watch today. I really like guys kind of like this guy named Fanta. He's more on the competitive side of 2K, but he's a real humble dude. He's kind of like he's not like to himself like a you know, just a solo dolo guy, but he's real humble. He kind of stays out of the drama, and he's real hard on his craft. Like he wants to perfect whatever he's doing, whether it be like comp pro-am, like stage games, any wages he plays in, his videos he's creating, like the way he presents himself when he talks about a video or breaks like a move he's doing down. That's another person that kind of really inspires me. He's younger than me, but he inspires me as well.
All right, so I'm gonna say an intro. You tell me what it makes you think about. All right, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Jinto. That was my favorite 2K YouTuber. Man, now that boy's wilding out. That boy's wilding out.
What is he up to?
I don't know. He stopped playing my team, and then he started on Twitter like cussing people out and shit. I thought he must have been bipolar or something to keep it a bill. And then now he's back posting on YouTube like nothing changed. Like he wasn't just cussing people out on Twitter. Like it was wild.
It's so many, like, just like how we talk about like old games, like the PS2 games, like you kind of think about like content creators the same way. Like a whole bunch of content creators, you don't even realize they just like when you said that, I'm like, dang, like they just brought back like me just scrolling through YouTube and like watching.
Yeah, there was a select few people like Chris Move, like Jinto, like on the Madden side. I don't know if you fuck with Madden, but there was a guy named iMaverick. There was Mr. Golden Sports, Addy Cards. I would literally come home from like work or when I was in college, you'd be like, all right, let's see if they posted some shit. Like, and you would sit there and watch it. And that was when people really watched gameplay. Like, nobody really watches gameplay like that no more.
Nope.
Like, gameplay like moved to Twitch. Now on YouTube, you gotta post tips and tutorials. That's the only way you're gonna make it.
Yep, exactly. It's crazy how, and just like, not even just in the 2K community on YouTube, but how YouTube has changed over the years. Just with like, even with like our real videos, like they still do pranks and everything, but just how like vlogs like came about, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, because now one of the bigger 2K YouTubers, Agent Zero, he doesn't even fuck with 2K no more, but he built so much of a following that, you know, he's good. He has his podcast, he posts IRL content, and that's obviously, if I'm keeping the bill with you, that's probably the reason I made my podcast. I watch a peer-to-peer podcast every single episode of it.
Yeah, I watched a few of them, but I haven't watched, not a lot, but I watched a few of them, and I like Agent, just the way he break things down, and like, I don't know, he got that funny kind of, I don't know, it's something about him.
And then Low, Legend of Winning, I used to watch his. It's so crazy because I like hoops, right? So I used to watch his videos, breaking down like what happened this year in basketball, what happened to this player, you know, stuff like that. And then when he got into peer-to-peer, I was like, that's what that nigga looks like. Like I would have never known.
Right.
And he shows his character a little bit more because in those basketball videos, he kind of just facts, just straight facts, straight to the point. And he shows his character in the peer-to-peer is different, bro.
No, it's crazy. Like, especially like some of the creators we were watching, they never had a face cam or anything, and they finally like reveal their face and stuff like that. You just see like their expressions and like you kind of match the voice with the face.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's wild, man. Man, I think this is running like this podcast running really long. I knew it was gonna run for a little bit, but I didn't think we were gonna be talking this long, man. But 2K, I haven't really got to talk 2K with nobody yet, and that's what I was excited about. Because most people I play with are Warzone guys, Fortnite guys. At the end of the day, I play Warzone now and I play Call of Duty now, but I'm a 2K guy at heart. It's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
All right, so let's wrap this up a little bit. So New Year's just passed. What are your goals for the upcoming year?
My goals. So right now, within the last week, I've had some internet problems. We got them fixed or whatever. But there's a new company coming in my area, and it's just better internet. It's a cheaper price for better speeds, and it's more like reliable. So I want to switch over to. My goal is to hurry up and get that installed, and then with that, I have no excuses because really, ever since I started streaming, like I told you, in the dorms, like. We had no bad internet. Like in the beginning of 20, when I started during the lockdown, I had some internet problems. So I love streaming, and I would stream every day if I could, if I had nothing holding me back. And I feel like that's one of the main things that's holding me back from reaching my full potential and being as consistent as I can be, is that right there. And then once I get that all situated, I feel like everything else would just come, just because the passion I have for it and the will to be successful with what I'm doing. So
I'll say this with a grain of salt, because not everybody has this built into them. I don't have this built into me. I got my homeboy, his name is Testy FPS. He went a whole year streaming every day. Whether it was 30 minutes or whether it was an hour, whether it was 5 hours, he streamed every day, and he's pushing partner now. So, once you get that ball rolling, just keep it going, man.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, so back to the question from the beginning. It seems like it was a year ago as much as we've been talking. So, the best piece of advice you've gotten for your content creation, and then some advice you give to a new streamer. As you say that, I'm going to chug my last beer.
Okay. My advice would be stick with it and be consistent. So you don't have to be an everyday, like streaming every day of the year is amazing accomplishment. Anybody can do that. That's just crazy. But be consistent in what you're doing and keep showing up, because in content creation and streaming, there's always somebody new. Like we said earlier, ever since COVID, everybody wants to be a streamer or a content creator. So there's always somebody new. So keep your face fresh. Keep be always in contact with your viewers, your community. And then for a new content creator, I would say, if your main thing is streaming, of course get your streams in, but I've learned that you're going to grow on other platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. You're gonna grow the most on those other platforms, because streaming, you have to be live. You have to be looking. You have to hit that live button. You got to be actively looking at the camera, and you may get 100 views that stream, but you can upload a video. And as the gamer dad said, he had a video get 50,000+ views, and he wasn't having to stream. He didn't stream in 12 hours a day to get them views. He just uploaded a good video and people liked it. So that's 50,000+ viewers right there he got from uploading the video. And say he did another video or TikTok and he gained that, and he can bring all them viewers over to his Twitch or his podcast or whatever it may be, and then grow that way.
All right, so to add on to that, to give a better example, right? I told you how my last one, I didn't advertise myself very well. I didn't get any followers out of it. But I made a new channel, right? I posted some videos. Only had about 20 subscribers on that YouTube channel. But one of the videos I posted, I'm not gonna say it fully popped off, has about 600 views right now. But it was a slow 600 views. It literally, I've been keeping track of it, gained about 3 views a day. Literally, it's consistent, like 3 views a day. And from that, my subscriber count went from 20 to 70 just off that one video. So that one video is gonna consistently get you views if you put it in front of the right people. Whereas a Twitch stream, you gotta hope people come in. And also, not to plug myself in, but the link's always gonna be in the description. I have a couple videos on how to get your stream converted to TikToks, YouTube videos, stuff like that. Also.
Yep.
So, the very, very last question, the answer to this question, you gotta help me with the answer, right? So, who do you think I should have? You talked to me for a little bit over an hour now. Who do you think would be a good guest to have on the All Drink to That podcast?
Let me see. I told you I was in this that little 2K clan. So there's a lot of good creators that I've came across, I ran into, I met over time, and also on YouTube. But there's a guy, and he wasn't in that clan with us, but he's a PlayStation guy, and right now I'm on Xbox, but his name is That Guy Beans, and Beans is primarily on YouTube. He streams on Twitch every now and then, but his name is That Guy Beans.
Is he on Twitter?
Yeah, he's on Twitter.
Let me shoot him a follow real quick. Let me see.
Yeah, he has a lot of green. His color is green. So
is it with a Z or with the S?
Yeah, beans with a Z.
I could tell by the way you said it.
Yeah.
All right, so I shot him a follow. If you want to shoot him a DM, see if he's with it, I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
But yeah, so I appreciate you coming by. You know, it was nice talking 2K.
Oh yeah.
And most of these are always just purely content creation, but I enjoyed talking 2K with you. It really made me think back as far as like not only just 2K the game, but the old YouTubers that were in it and stuff like that. It was dope. I appreciate you coming by.
I appreciate you having me.
For all the YouTube guys, I'll put the link in your description. But for the people listening on the audio platforms like Spotify, where can they find you at?
Oh, you can find me at Twitter at Malctv_. Also, I stream on Twitch. Also, Malctv_. And then I'm on YouTube at Malctv.
Bet. Any closing words you want to drop to the people?
Thank y'all for having me. Thank y'all for listening to us. Whatever you want to do, whether it be content creating, anything in life, just be consistent with it. Stick with it. We're going to 2020. We're in 2022. It's crazy to say, but there's so many different ways to be successful in this world nowadays that don't let anybody put limitations on you. You can do whatever it is. There's kids millionaires off of Fortnite. So whatever it is you want to do, go ahead and do it and go hard at it.
There's too many ways to make money right now. So get out there and get it.
Yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming by.
Thank you for having me.
All
man.
right, peace, y'all.
All right, y'all.
All right. Oh.